I am LaMarsha Lewis. Let's talk. Today is Thursday, December the 14th, 2023. And welcome to I am LaMarsha Lewis. Let's talk. I know it's probably been a few months or so since we've had a conversation. But today I saw a trending topic in regards to Navarro, who's one of the co-hosts of The View, and also a former co-host, and John McCain's daughter, Meghan McCain, became a trending topic, and I want to have a conversation about that as well. But I would like to ask if you would please, I see where people view my commentary, but I don't ever basically get a thumbs up or even a thumbs down or any comments. I do welcome positive comment. Now, I'm not here for any of the negativity or trolls on social media, things of that perspective. I would welcome your comments in a mature manner. But I would greatly appreciate if you would give me a thumbs up, because hopefully you will enjoy I am LaMarsha Lewis commentary. But if you don't, I can take, again, the thumbs down. It would just help me grow this channel. So on today's episode of The View, today again being Thursday, December the 14th, 2023, and the co-host that was on this episode today is none other than the moderator. You got winner, Miss Whoopi Goldberg, Sara Haines, Navarro, Hostin, and Alyssa Griffin. And the conversation of today's topic that became a trending topic, like I say, in regards to when Navarro gave her opinion in regards to the conversation, they were discussing Hunter Biden, which is the son of our current president, Joe Biden. And we know basically the Republicans is just running interference for the former guy, 91 indictments and counting, still counting Trump. So they had a conversation. We will listen to the 8-minute clip of that. When I went on social media, I went on the View's page because I wanted to make sure it was there. I've been seeing many clips on what some say formerly known as Twitter, which is now X. You see a little like 42 seconds, 43 seconds, basically of the statement that Anna made that has become the trending topic with Meghan McCain and herself. But I want to listen to the 8-minute clips. I'm going to give my commentary. But let me give this disclaimer. I would greatly appreciate if you would give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this conversation, or even if you don't enjoy it, give me a thumbs down. I see where I get views, and I do appreciate the views, but that is not enough. I need you to at least give me a thumbs up. Hopefully it will be thumbs up where you enjoy the conversation, or even if you give me a thumbs down. I also would greatly appreciate your comments. Now, let's also make this clear. I welcome positive comments. I understand everyone have their own opinion, but it must be in a mature way where you're not being mean to me or vulgar or anything like that. Just give a positive comment. If you can't do that, well, it'll get deleted and more likely you will get blocked. So that is my disclaimer. I ask that you please give me a thumbs up or thumbs down and comment on I am LaMarsha Lewis. Let's talk. Another disclaimer that I want to give, The View, which is one of the ABC network talk shows. In fact, The View is the #1 talk show of basically the conversation when it comes to like politics and things of that perspective. And it is a group of ladies, Whoopi Goldberg, the moderator, Joy Behar, who's been there basically since the beginning. They're now in their 27th season. Sara Haines, Hostin, Navarro, and Alyssa Griffin. So we're going to listen to the conversation. But again, keep in mind, The View is an opinionated talk show where a group of ladies, the show was, as we know, was started by now both the late Miss Barbara Walters and the late Bill Getty. It's an opinionated show. Yes, it's a part of the ABC, which is a news organization network. But again, the ladies that are the co-hosts, the 6 ladies, they are paid to give their personal opinion. Like, I'm a YouTube blogger. I'm giving you my personal opinion. Lots of people like to try and take things out of context, and they also basically just try to make it their and give it their own narrative, whether all the facts are, again, people just trying to give their own narrative to things. So let's listen to the clip, the 8-minute clips that started this whole trending conversation, and then we'll we'll discuss it from my perspective. Okay, I saved all of this now. It's looking like it's not saved, so we shall see if I can go to Twitter or X and have that conversation or listen to it. Because I went on The View to see if that they was going to still actually have the clip, because I know a lot of time when things become a trending topic, you might not actually find it on the actual View's website. I've seen a lot of clips of like a 42-second or something like that of the conversation Anna had, but this is what I want us to listen to. And here it goes. We're starting right now.
Republicans, poor things. Public enemy number one, Hunter Biden, spoke out to defend the attacks on his family and make his case about testifying in public rather than behind closed doors. Take a look.
I'm here today to make sure that the House committee's illegitimate investigations of my family do not proceed on distortions, manipulated evidence, and lies. In the depths of my addiction, I was extremely irresponsible with my finances. But to suggest that is grounds for an impeachment inquiry is beyond the absurd. It's shameless. There is no evidence to support the allegations that my father was financially involved in my business, because it did not happen.
So when the House Republicans were asked to explain exactly why they were voting to start an impeachment inquiry into the president, they just seemed to have a hard time with this. Take a look.
What is the specific constitutional crime that you're investigating?
Well, we're having an inquiry, so we can do an investigation and control the production of witnesses.
And what is the crime you're investigating?
And documents. High crimes, misdemeanors, and bribery.
What high crime and misdemeanor are you investigating?
Look, I will, once I get time, I will explain what we're looking at.
Once you get time?
That was...
Did you have about 5 years to check out what you were going to... You know, listen, you can say a lot of things about the Democrats, but they knew what they were going in for.
Yeah.
High crimes and misdemeanors. You couldn't name one. You couldn't even say, well, he's old. That's why we're mad. You know, I mean, they couldn't name anything. I mean, what the heck?
Because when you are prosecuting a case and you're investigating a case, you're not investigating a person. You're investigating a crime. And I think... Jamie Raskin, who I love, Representative Jamie Raskin, he was a former prosecutor, and he said, the Biden impeachment investigation isn't a whodunit. It's a what is it? It's like an Agatha Christie novel where the mystery is, what's the crime? And that gets very tedious very fast. And he's absolutely right. It's not the way that you prosecute cases. It's not the way that you investigate cases. And it's just so transparent that this is just political retribution. Well, it's just they're playing politics.
And it feels like, to me, two things can be true at once. I personally think Hunter Biden should have complied with the congressional subpoena. I also think Jim Jordan, Scott Perry, Mo Brooks, Kevin McCarthy.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah.
I also think Jim Jordan, Scott Perry, Mo Brooks, and others who were subpoenaed in the January 6th investigation should have complied with congressional subpoenas. They created this precedent that allows him to blow it off. Additionally, I don't
he didn't blow it off. He says he wants to do it in public because he's concerned.
But their response to that, because I reached out to the Oversight Committee, is essentially that they first always start with a deposition. They would have minority staff there, meaning the Democrats, and then they could go to an open hearing. But all that aside, Hunter Biden, yes, I think he's engaged in corruption. I do think that the charges against him by the Department of Justice are very serious. I have not seen one shred of evidence that it's tied to Joe Biden. That's what it comes down to me. And by the way, someone who's no Joe Biden fan, Steve Ducey on Fox News has been hammering James Comer. Give me one thing, one piece of evidence. Otherwise, it's a waste of taxpayer dollars.
Joe Biden's crime is being Hunter Biden's father. And being Hunter Biden's very loving father, very good father, very supportive father. Look, did Hunter Biden influence peddle on his last name? Yes, he did. So did half of Washington. People sitting at this table did it. Did Hunter Biden cheat on his taxes? Yes, he did. So
who at this table peddled on their last?
I did. I'm not talking about currently.
Oh. We just wanted to clear our names. Okay. I was like, oh my God, do I have a claim to fame that I'm not using? Sorry, continue, Anna.
Can I go
go back to my point, please?
Yes,
now that you guys
now that
finally
we've
caught
cleared
on?
it up. Yeah. It took a while.
Today.
Yeah.
All right. Did he use his last name to make money? Did he monetize on Joe Biden's last name? Yes, he did. That's not a crime. Did Hunter Biden cheat on his taxes? Yes, he did. So he has admitted it. He paid it back. He paid it back with $600,000 penalty. 15% of Americans cheat on their taxes.
Say that again.
15.5% of Americans cheat on their taxes. And you know how many get prosecuted? Less than 1%.
Talk about the one who used to run the country, who cheated on his taxes, who didn't pay his taxes.
And I absolutely bragged about it. I agree. I agree. And 32% of Americans have people in their family who have dealt with addiction. Hunter Biden is an addict. I've had it in my family. It is a constant suffering for the family. And you are always afraid, even when they've left addiction, that anything can trigger them and get them back in there. And I agree with Hunter Biden that that's what they're trying to do. They are trying to get Hunter Biden to go back into addiction because they know that will paralyze Joe Biden, because that is his father, a man who's already lost 2 children. And I think this is going to backfire on Republicans because, yes, Hunter Biden did bad things when he was an addict, but enough is enough, and they are being cruel, and they are going after him just because he is Joe Biden's son.
It's a waste of time. The ceremonial procedures they're doing here, investigate. By all means, if you find things in crime, go for it. I don't mind. I don't see the link to President Biden, so I don't understand this. But these investigations, we were just at a point where the government almost shut down. We talked about the fact that we have to keep punting the ball down the lane because we're going to eventually shut down. We can't get our budget straight. There are people that can't eat at night. Our schools have problems. You know, we have an opioid crisis. There are so many things these elected officials who go home with a paycheck every night could be doing rather than going back and forth. It's so stupid.
And wasting our taxpayer dollars. I don't want my taxpayer dollars for this.
They did it in 2020. They did the Hunter Biden thing in 2020. Go after Joe Biden on policy. Say secure the border, lower housing costs.
Like we would normally do it. You know, we would normally say, I don't like your policies and I'm going to try to get you out of office. We didn't do this kind of stuff where we cruelly rammed in people's faces. You know, he said, listen, my dad loves me. He loves me, and that is, they're weaponizing that love. And it's like, guys, 5 years, 7 years you had. You can't even find a laptop now. What the hell? Well, come on. You know, get him. If there's something to be got, but he paid his money back, which I didn't understand when he said he would. I was like, wait a minute.
He owed 1.4. He paid $2 million. He paid $600,000 in penalties, which he should have.
You can still be found guilty of that as tax
these are serious crimes by DOJ, but let the Department of Justice
let them deal with it. You know, and keep it so we can. Since you want us to know about it, I'm sorry, I'm just doing this. I know. Since you want us to know about this so badly, keep it out so we can hear it. I don't want you to take it behind, because every time y'all go behind closed doors, you lie. You then leak stuff, and then the person who you've leaked it to is telling us stuff, and then they have to prove that you lied about what was said, because then somebody plays it, and it's not at all what was said.
They lie out in the open.
I'm sorry. Yes, they do.
Yes.
Well, but
I have
we hear them say
it's not a lie.
It'd be better. It's always a lot with these folks. Come on, baby.
No, this is a Hunter Biden legal note.
Still a lot.
This is Hunter Biden has denied any wrongdoing. And in response to the impeachment inquiry, President Biden called it a baseless political stunt that even Republicans in Congress admit is not supported by facts.
There you go.
So that was the 8-minute clip in its entirety. So, again, we're going to have this conversation about what was said. And it, you know, really, in my opinion, there was nothing that was said was wrong. So I want to listen to maybe just some few clips here. Some of those 42, 43 second clips. And everybody have their own opinion. We live in America where we have freedom of speech. So here is maybe, let me see here, 42 second clip. Because I've retweeted a lot of the clips that was played. But I also want to listen to this.
and being Hunter Biden's very loving father, very good father, very supportive father. Look, did Hunter Biden influence peddle on his last name? Yes, he did. So did half of Washington. People sitting at this table did it. Did Hunter Biden cheat on his taxes? Yes, he did.
So actually, who at this table peddled on their last?
I did. I'm not talking about currently.
We just wanted to clear our names.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, do I have a claim to fame that I'm not using? Sorry, continue.
Can I go back to my point, please?
Yes,
Now that you guys
now that we've cleared it up. It took a while. Yeah.
All right.
So that was, like I said, a little 43-minute clip. So this is what Meghan McCain had to say. She just, I don't know. I just don't understand her. This is what Meghan McCain had to say. I don't understand why my former colleagues at The View at ABC bring me up and slander me almost weekly. Right there, that's a lie. Almost weekly. Really, Meghan McCain, John McCain's daughter? Almost weekly basis. It has been years. Move on. I have. And as some people has pointed out on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, well, if Meghan truly, as she stated in this tweet, if she has moved on, why are you even bringing it to social media? Really? This is what she had to say. I have never been accused of a crime in my life. I am a patriot American. I would never and have never influenced peddle in my life. Again, she's lied, because I'm going to play the clip of her basically, and let me just go on and do that. We're going to play the clip of her influencing peddling. And y'all tell me if y'all agree with me. It's a 38-second clip.
Father, my father, my father's my father.
I mean,
my father, 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 my father's my father, 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 my father's my father, my father, my father's my father, my father, my father, my father's my father, my father's my father, 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 my father. But
she wants to say she has not peddled influence. And as one blogger said, that this is when I actually first heard about the trending conversation. The only reason we know of Meghan McCain is because she is John McCain's daughter. As this particular blogger pointed out, say her dad had been anyone else, not a prominent congressman for all the many years that her now late John McCain, her dad, I mean, he was a military veteran. He came from his father, his grandfather, and again serving in the United States Congress as the senator for Arizona for all those number of years until his health basically failed and he retired. And then again after he passed away. If it had not been for her dad being who he was, the name being very, very famous, well known, we wouldn't even know who this brat Meghan McCain is. She wants to come out here on social media talking about she's gonna contact her lawyer and she's thinking about or considering seeking legal action. She may not, and hey, it's her right to do. But for 4 years from the time she joined The View, which was in 2017, and we're going into the 27th season, so she left in the 25th season. And this is 2023, so what, 21, I think is when she left. But she was there for 4 years, and all we got was the rudeness, the disrespect to everyone. She came in with Whoopi saying, hey, Jay, we got her. Cindy, we got her. How they raved around her, all the ladies of the View when she came back after her dad passed. And even President Biden, who at that time was Vice President Biden, he had came on the show, and that's when her dad had first been diagnosed with the cancer of the brain, and he consulted her. He consulted her on national TV, and now the disrespect that she gives to him, who was her dad's friend, how we know he was her dad's friend. In his funeral, he had it that President Biden spoke. The late John McCain, basically, even he had President Biden to speak. He made out his own funeral before his passing and how he wanted it to be. But yet and still, this brat of his that they have unleashed to us, the American public, has the audacity to try and talk about somebody else. Like I say, she disrespected Whoopi. She disrespected Whoopi so much. She had said, girl, stop talking. How she told Joy, you get paid to listen to me, the day she flipped all that weave in her hair. And how she told Sonny, you don't have to look at me like this. I get paid to do this. To this point that Sonny stopped even looking at her. Supposedly and allegedly, they said that's the reason Sara Haines even left the show, was how mean Meghan McCain was. And it has been, Anna has made the point recently where she made a statement. Not once has she verbatim or specifically said Meghan McCain. She has just made her statements, and obviously Meghan McCain, like many of us, know, yeah, that's who she's referring to, but she didn't state it verbatim or specifically say Meghan McCain, John McCain's daughter. She has said, you know, we know because of their started every sentence with my father. Again, I just played the clip, a 38-second clip of her saying my father, my father. She's saying, I'm John McCain's daughter one time on The View to Joy. And Joy said, I'm whoever her dad's daughter, you know? But she likes to play the victim. She's that she can dish it, but dare you to bring it back to me. That's who she is. So, yeah, she, you know, some was saying, well, I wonder if she's going to actually seek legal actions on this against The View. Perhaps. But again, there's no lie. She didn't name her, like I say, she didn't say Meghan McCain. She didn't name her. She said, but let me read what she said. I have never been accused of a crime in my life. I am a patriot American, like she's the only patriot of America. I would never have influenced peddle in my life, let alone with foreign adversaries, she added. See, she's trying to throw shade to Hunter Biden there. Not all politicians' children are the same, as some person pointed out, exactly, because Hunter Biden is not someone who's rude to people. And again, let's give him back to what Anna said. He had an addiction. So let me see, what else did she say? Not all politicians' children are the same, and I am no Hunter Biden. We all know that. All accusations are absurd, defamatory, and slanderous. I will be consulting my lawyers regarding what was liable against me on The View this morning. Here it go. Meghan McCain later posted at The View is an ABC News program. I do not take it lightly when any news program suggests I engage in criminal behavior, especially as a former employee of ABC News. Okay, so tell me where in that Anna's comments or statement did she say or imply that Meghan McCain engaged in some type of criminal behavior? What she said was, she said, did Hunter Biden commit a crime? Yes. Is peddling off of your famous parent last name, that's not a crime. That's what she said. Not once did she even give any suggestion that Meghan McCain has been involved in some type of criminal behavior. All she has basically made the point of, like so many, she said, her actual statement was half the people in Washington, D.C. And then she made the statement, even some that have sat here at this table. And that's how, well, it was Alyssa, Farrah, Griffin, or who at this table. Then, and Sonny stated, it's not I. But then Anna stated, not the current table. And then Sarah, Sarah's known for her jokes, sometimes funny, sometimes not. She made the statement, oh, I can, I can be pelling for being famous. But she didn't. All of this that Meghan has in this tweet that she put out, that is absurd because you got lies. There's no facts. There's no facts. It says a spokesman for the show declined to comment. So again, I want to come on and have this conversation. We all know who Meghan McCain is, and many of us there was a happy day when she announced that she would not be coming back to The View at the end of season 25. No, and like what Joy told her when she had returned from her maternity leave, I didn't miss you, and I don't believe anyone other than the people that are her fans miss her. But as a whole, the majority of us, good riddance, happy to know that John McCain's daughter is not on TV. She has recently started a podcast titled Meghan McCain Has Entered the Chat. Sarah made a good point, though, when they were discussing the Hunter Biden situation. She said, all these Congress people, they get to go home with a paycheck. And instead of doing what they're supposed to be, which is representing their constituents for each state that they represent, they're doing foolish stuff. Like you said, they can't even get a budget together or have policies put in place. They on a Trump has always used the term witch hunt. This is what this crap is. And like I said, there's no evidence. So many people have made it known and state there's no evidence to support that President Biden has been involved in anything that will be a crime in regards to his son. Anna made the statement, the only thing the crime is loving his son. And as a parent, that's a good parent, that's what you're supposed to do. So this crap with Meghan McCain, girl, bye. You just lying. And it's, like you saying move on, practice what you preach. And now let me see here. I'm going to read some of these tweets that people have also said. And this is, I really want to read this one, y'all. It says Alyssa Fair stain. So it's got a picture of Alyssa Fair Griffin, but I obviously it's not Alyssa Fair, because when I saw it, I was like, wait a minute, did Alyssa really tweet it? But it says, I need Meghan's defamation case live stream so I can see the McCain family lawyer's reaction when Sonny never lost a case. Hostin walks into the courtroom. That was golden to me. Here's one that says, Meghan McCain is threatening legal action after The View co-host Anna Navarro accused her of influencing Palin like Hunter Biden. While doing her best to please Joe and Hunter, Navarro says lots of people take part in tax evasion and influence Palin. But let's be real. People we know on our local areas, our local platforms, you got somebody that's well known, parent or whomever. It happens, like you said, to have the influence of your name or your parents or prominent person. That's not a crime, Meghan McCain. And again, not once did she even suggest that you haven't been involved. Only thing she said is basically you too, like so many other, as she said, half of Washington D.C. have prominent, basically children have used their parents' name to profit off of. That's true. Because like I said, if you hadn't been John McCain's daughter, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't even know who you are. And you have no talent. Let's be real there. As many as this other blogger pointed out, like you say, if it hadn't been for your father being who he was, and you being able to basically, you want to claim you such a patron, you such a conservative, it was just convenient for you to use this because of, again, your dad. As it had been alleged that when your dad was running for president against President Obama in 2008, you were fired from the campaign. You said it's not true, but it's not like you're gonna say you was fired from your own father's campaign. Come on now. But like this blogger pointed out, you were fired and it was your dad's campaign, but yet John McCain, didn't stop it. He allowed his campaign staff or whomever was in charge, I think it was that man, I think his last name is Smith or something like that, I forget his first name, who has dragged Meghan McCain on constant occasion for being a brat. He talked about how one time he told her mom, and her mom became weepy-eyed and said, well, I want you to know I raised two good sons. And he said, I know, we all do. It's the brat Meghan McCain that no one likes. And let's just keep it for what it is. It says, has Meghan McCain not seen her own My Father monologue? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. So people was really just reading her fulfilled. Here, let me see this. Meghan McCain is threatening legal action after the views. Who's her father? I wonder what her husband, Mr. McCain, thinks about this. Here's one. Anna Navarro just dragged Meghan McCain for filth without even saying her name. Hashtag The View. So, again, that's my conversation, my thoughts. I want to say allegedly, use the term allegedly because no one's trying to get sued. But facts are facts. The View is a opinionated show. All 6 co-hosts are paid to give their personal opinion. Nothing Anna Navarro said was slanderous or defamatory, or however Meghan wanted to try to basically state this in her own way to give her perspective of it, because she lied right out the gate. Like I say, we got the clip, dear, right here.
My father's my father. I mean, my father. So, I'm LaMarsha Lewis. Let's talk.